Time to take revenge against the Reaper, since we're here.
All right, you. We're gonna take you down for real this time.
But first you have to surprise attack us.
Whoa, that looks strong.
Gee, you're already starting with concentrate?
Well, he only gets one turn now, for some reason, so...
Yeah, basically what you guys told us should be enough. We more or less could have beaten him last time if we were willing to burn through all the resources that we had, which we weren't, so...
But we might now.
With half as many turns, that should be enough.
Yeah.
That should be just fine.
Especially with debilitate, sorry.
We still don't have anything new. I'm not... as long as things are going to be as easy as they have been, we may just not upgrade anything else.
Right?
You know, I guess I could have debilitated him first, but...
It's fine.
Oh, well. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, by putting a barrier up, it changes his behavior.
Ah, I see.
And we're just going to start with that? I mean, if I haven't debilitated him at the very least...
What was that?
Woo!
I mean, that hurts,
But it's manageable.
but that's manageable. So it may not be exciting, and neither are we. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Square!
I'm the Opinionator. Woo, we almost forgot.
Wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last.
Interesting. I can't swap out the
I guess
party
because we got ambushed.
in an ambush. Neat. That's
That's a problem.
kind of sad. I really wanted Ryuji, but okay.
It's a part of me. It's still alive. Ow!
And now for a really long game of item use, buffing, debuffing.
Eat this. Damn.
Yeah, I can see this is really gonna be boring. Oh my gosh, this is so boring. Yeah, this really is just rotating it out. We're not doing anything special, and he's not doing anything special either. Because, as you guys told us, if you throw up a barrier, then he's just gonna...
Megidola spam.
Yeah. Little by little, we'll win.
If we nick him enough times, we'll cause some damage.
Seriously, though, I'm glad we're going to win, but that's enough.
Right? This is the fight that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
We've been doing it for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, really not as long as we're making it out to be.
I mean, it's going on forever.
Don't get us wrong. We're almost there.
We just about got him.
How's this?
It's just this rotating...
Cycle of buffs and power-ups and hitting him when we can.
Because if we don't have a defense buff up, when
Then
he
this kills us.
when he concentrate Megidola on, it will kill everybody.
Not much health left. Persona. Okay.
We missed it once, but, you know, Futaba exists, so he helped us out.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now I have to debilitate him.
Yes, that's correct.
There's just this rhythm. So we haven't actually used but a couple of SP recovery items.
Because we have SP adhesives.
Right.
Oh, stop it.
I suppose we would have been in much better shape to fight him. Because Almighty does full damage to him.
Yeah.
The others do reduced. So even with all the boosts, just using a Megidolone is good. That seems to indicate that if we would have had Akechi, that would really have been helpful.
How fitting, the Reaper is weak to Akechi.
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, no, I think I might have already had this. The problem is that it's so easy for us to get confused as to what's where.
Yeah.
Persona.
Okay, like, I'm gonna need to Thermopylae on the next turn. Ugh. Anyway, if his defense isn't debuffed, then we can't hurt him. We can't hurt him as it is.
Just spit on him.
Yeah.
Actually, you used debilitate last turn because that's what the cursor was on when you pulled out your persona.
Okay, you're right. That's how I keep track of it with On, this cursor memory.
Yeah.
On has done most of the damage because she doesn't have to keep doing this other junk.
Right?
And then there's that. Like, the ability that we have to dodge is pretty ridiculous.
Also, if he's not concentrated, you can take a turn to attack him, even if it was the end of the...
Okay, so I use Thermopylae. Next turn, not this one, next turn I debilitate.
Correct.
Like, seriously, this has been the entire thing because we've had our, like, brain turn off.
I've been keeping track of how many turns he's taken.
And I've been doing the actions.
So close!
I forgot to concentrate.
Darn it!
That was all me. See what I'm saying? There we go!
Let's forget this feeling.
72,050 points.
Holy crap. Yeah, I bet.
It's quite a few levels.
All of them. That's all the levels. I
Ah,
can't even pronounce that word.
that's how we know it's a good move. I have no idea what to replace. I guess I'll replace Mepatra. Or Masukunda.
Yeah, at this point, you've never had him use it. Oh, it's so hard to pick.
I'm gonna have to get rid of Tarunda. I realize that's the most ridiculous thing for On. But debilitate!
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in the fight we just finished, debilitate was...
Yeah, was what helped us win.
And, On was the one doing the damage with concentrate magic loops. So, why have On worry about Tarunda? This isn't the days of fighting Kamoshida anymore.
New power.
Alright, well, we finally beat that guy. Time to move on.
What item did he drop?
Oh, I guess he didn't drop anything.
I was kind of hoping the Reaper would be on that list.
Me too! Elections are this weekend.
Those goddamn election cards are so loud, too. They need to stop making me panic, damn it. I can't even text right.
This seems to be more like a big party than an election.
Yeah, one that's just for Shido.
His followers are essentially part of a cult at this point.
Of the sun. I think I finally figured out what seemed off lately.
Regarding what?
Shido's popularity.
He's all people want to talk about. It's like they aren't interested in anything else. Just like those two commentators have been pointing out, the public sure is weird.
Is he brainwashing them?
Mind control, huh? That does seem possible under these circumstances.
If people stop thinking for themselves, they'll be free from both anxiety and responsibility, and Shido's the perfect thing to put their trust in. All that's left is to believe that he can bring them happiness, then they're all set. I can't believe this.
Either way, we have to do everything we can. Brainwashing? I guess that's one way to look at it. Let's show people the truth behind all of this.
Well then.
Darn, we can't make coffee while she makes curry!
Curses! We thought we could game the system!
Now, let's carry out our plan. Oh!
Yeah!
That is awesome!
Not just Gino's ridiculous run, but also Morgana's on the treadmill too. This is amazing!
Oh god!
Hey!
Okay, and Joker killed himself. Good job. Beat up Shido, but couldn't handle the treadmill in gym. I mean, dang guys, even I can do a treadmill.
Nice going!
Yay!
All right.
I'm gonna need some more protein for that concussion.
All right. All right.
I realize this is an odd place to just start to randomly say this, but I'm pretty sure that our level wouldn't have made a difference with the Reaper as long as it's not, like, too drastic.
Right.
Like, too many levels.
Uh-huh.
I mean, all you need is enough to not get killed by him. Like
with the buffs, yeah.
Enough defense and hit points to survive his attack, and you're not going to do much damage anyway.
Right.
So with like the setup that we had, we could have beaten him when we fought him the first time had we known how.
Right.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, I've heard that you can do it at a really low level with some ridiculous accessory or other, but I mean, I don't know anything about that. Didn't pay attention.
Good lord.
Time for the big day.
It's election day. The day is upon us. Unfortunately, public opinion hasn't changed at all. Shido will most likely win in a landslide victory.
This is the thing that I was worried about before. Even if they change his heart, if nothing happens, then it's not like the election stops.
Right?
It seems his change of heart will be coming too late. We'll just have to see what happens. We've done all we can. That reminds me, the video of us declaring war against him never showed up on TV.
Seriously?
For real?
I wanted to say that.
I was wondering about that.
The TV stations were probably pressured not to show it. Most likely, I don't think that's something Shido's influence alone could have accomplished. The true cause of this might exist elsewhere.
I don't know.
I don't know that I really get it, but all we can do now is wait for the change of heart, yeah?
For real?
That's my line!
Let's wait for the election results as well.
Oh, here it comes.
My election is the result of every citizen's aid. Your support warms my heart.
I can tell just from the tone of voice.
Yeah. I hope he would.
He's still going to act like this, especially
He's
for this.
so practiced at this.
That's true.
This
that's
is
true.
this is like his bread and butter. It's the most important thing in the world to him,
Yeah.
regardless of anything else about him. That doesn't mean I'm disagreeing with you. I don't know
Right.
why you're acting like that. Anyway, I'm just concerned that, well, hopefully it goes off this way.
I knew it was gonna be Shido.
I just am really concerned that it's going to be really bad, whatever it is.
Right?
There is no reason to hold an election.
No. As long as you start thinking like that, there's some serious problems. It's a good thing you didn't actually get this guy then, huh?
That is why.
That is exactly why. I cannot forgive myself.
I mean, what about the rest of his organization? I mean, he's gonna name all the names, right?
Uh-huh.
The reason President Okumura passed away is I am the one who killed him.
No, good job, man. Good job, Shido. It is a shame that there is absolutely no way that someone who has done as much as you have can really be forgiven. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've been through this song and dance before, and Shido's the worst of all of them.
Mm-hmm. But it's good to see that he does have a conscience.
I was really thinking his organization was going to snuff him out.
They probably don't have the spine.
You're probably right.
I also manipulated the information that the Phantom Thieves were behind the series of incidents.
I mean, if they're smart, they'll cut the video feed right now, but...
The one who controlled the hearts of others and gave rise to the countless victims is myself. It was all for my own promotion. For my own selfish gain.
I guess all the other people who actually had some power, he killed.
Yeah, probably.
What's going on?
I've even used people's lives as stepping stones in order to claim this country as my own ship. I am a true criminal that can be tried for any crime, and it still wouldn't be enough.
He's right.
I will confess everything. Please, I beg everyone to pass judgment on me.
Although, even if they did shut it off, it's already obvious that his heart's been changed.
Yeah. And everybody who saw that video, you know that it never aired on TV, but it's not like it was completely covered up.
Oh,
the
no, of
Phantom
course
Thieves
not.
Video,
You think
so-
someone wouldn't have whipped out their, like, hundreds of people
Yeah.
would have whipped out their phones and recorded that?
Exactly. So it's the end. Isn't it fascinating, though, for somebody to whom being in electoral politics is so important, like Shido is demanding for the public to judge him, for him to actually have essentially reached the pinnacle of Japanese politics, to cast it away, and he's saying, hate me, which is what he should be saying.
Right.
I could atone for all I've done with my life. I request that I be judged at once.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's too late.
This can't be true! Shido-san!
Good on him, I suppose. For sticking to his guns.
Yeah.
There was nothing that he was able to do even after trying to stop the change of heart, which I thought was really interesting that he did try, but just nothing was able to work. And that the rest of his organization, I mean, I wonder if they tried to do something.
Possibly.
Everyone, raise your glass.
Like something else.
Allow me to say a few words.
Even though I don't know what's going on.
He started taking charge. Come now, don't be that way.
You let Coffee Dad have his moment.
Like, if you're gonna complain, say it to Shido. A legislator's pin's worth almost nothing. Well then, so, since the source of evil Masayoshi Shido has been...
Whoops.
I got to avenge my mom. It's all thanks to everyone.
You did. You know, your participation in that battle was very real.
Tantamount to our success, even.
I was able to settle a debt in regard to my father as well. We all worked so hard for this. Shido's guilty, right, sis?
It'll be difficult to prosecute him immediately.
What makes it easier is that he's like, prosecute me! I did it all! I'll confess to everything! That does make it a good deal simpler.
But I'll do this thoroughly until the causality between his other crimes can be proven. I believe Wakaba-san's research results will save Japan.
We could testify too, you know?
Surely they'd believe us.
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I don't want to add any more unwanted suspicions on any of you. It's about time you let us adults prove that we can get our act together.
Hey, so what about this guy's education?
He's kind of been missing school for like a month.
I believe it'll be fine for him to return to school. It's true that your face will be recognized among those involved,
Can I use the school library so I can get that trophy?
but I doubt they'll take a firm action like suddenly coming to arrest him. At least they won't do it until the uproar with your suicide and Shido's confession have died down.
By then you'll have graduated. You're set.
Eventually, though, the situation where you and I will be used as scapegoats can't be avoided.
You mean in regard to faking his death?
Well, I mean, just because you defeat the Emperor doesn't mean the Empire vanishes.
Exactly. I wonder what they are going to do. If they can't get pardoned, eventually this is going to come up.
Well, are you kidding? When Shido starts naming names, his cabal's going to be freaking tried. And then it'll be replaced by someone else.
I'm not.
I'm hoping.
I'm not so sure that the entire organization, root and branch, is going to be ripped out.
That wouldn't have happened to begin with had the police done their job properly.
It is true that they don't necessarily have to be prosecuted.
Right.
Isn't necessarily the right word, but
Charged,
yeah. But maybe they will.
Of course, I plan on doing everything I can. I will protect you all this time. Prosecuting Shido is that first step.
Hey, when are we going to make the toast?
I am glad that Sai is the one who's going to be prosecuting him too.
Right.
Or attempting to.
Yeah.
So again, like this is great and all, but this is all just two business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest?
We'll find out once we go to Mementos and unlock that final door.
Right. Let's get to it. Today is truly...
He's going to get interrupted again.
Cheers!
Cheers!
No, wait, hey!
Hey, I wanted to be all fancy about it!
I need to go. It seems Shido's been transferred to a hospital. Oh, one more thing. It's fine to celebrate, but keep it in moderation, okay? Considering that he's finally back, all of you need to take your education seriously again.
I saw the conference, but something's not right. It's like nobody's reacting to it. There hasn't been any kind of movement on the forum either. Even the people on TV are just talking about the election. Nothing about the Phantom Thieves.
Huh.
Isn't that kind of weird?
A little bit, yeah.
Time to go to Mementos. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, right? Support for the Phantom Thieves didn't even increase after they made their announcement. Anyway, maybe I'll try changing the poll question. It'd be odd asking people if they support the Phantom Thieves now that so much has changed. Alright, I'll find out what people really think. Just wait. I don't really get it. What's he gonna ask? Well, let's leave the popularity stuff to Mishima for now.
We've been leaving it to him so far, and he's done wonderful.
Well, he's done what he could.
Today's election was a success. Well, overall, Shido's new party won by a landslide. However, there are some who support my arguments. The world isn't all bad.
I'm really glad to hear about this.
Without you, none of this would have been possible. Thank you.
So, were you able to get elected in your district? I don't know the right word. I don't know the right word in Japan.
The true battle is about to begin. Let's both work hard.
I guess he was elected. Well, congratulations, Yoshida.
That's awesome.
Nice. The case is finally closed. There are no shackles on you anymore. We changed the heart of someone huge, like the next Prime Minister. There's no better finale than that. This may be the opportune time to end our deal.
No, you have to max out your rank first.
What for?
I'm sure you'll be fine now. You can manage without me being with you.
Oh, he's not trying to just, like...
He's probably going to try and head to Mementos by himself.
Yeah, that is some garbage. And, you know, it's this happy atmosphere with this happy music, with him, like, sounding, like, completely normal and confident and happy. And that is crap. No.
You are my kitty.
Cat, you are my cat. You are going to stay here, or you're going to quit lying to me after all this time. What the heck is going on with you? You tell me, because I care. And all that other, pabble.
You've helped us, let us help you.
I won't leave immediately. But if I just stay here, I won't recall anything. I'm a bit envious of you. Here I am, still haven't found anything about myself. If only I could find out what's in the depths of Mementos.
I mean, why don't we all go? We have a nice reason to go there ourselves.
Right?
Let's go to sleep. You must be tired.
Well, not with you sleeping in that spot.
That's what cats do. They find the place where you sleep and they sleep there instead.
I can't believe even Shido-san had a change of heart triggered in him.
Proxy SIU director.
We got where we are today because we had him take care of whoever got in our way.
Huh!
If a case is assembled against him, everything about us will be exposed too.
It's just like we were saying before.
Yeah.
The group isn't just going to allow any of this to happen.
What are we supposed to do?
That's precisely why we've gathered to discuss our options. Prosecutor Nijima is serious about taking Shido-san to court, right?
Isn't she under your command? You have to do something!
Yes, I'm aware. But even if we prevent her from doing so, what about the public? Shido-san's conduct was shameful.
We'll just have to continue his policies for a rich country.
A rich country?
You mean that plan of advancing foreign affairs by controlling people's hearts?
Oh my god! It really is just using the metaverse stuff
to take over the world
absolutely for your own gain.
After all, the research on it should be proceeding along. We'll push that plan forward and continue eliminating any who get in our way by using that world.
How? You don't have a catchy anymore.
Well, they can presumably farm new Persona users.
Yeah.
We'll pledge to build a powerful country. We ourselves will meet the expectations we had of Shido-san.
With enough knowledge, you should be able to generate the circumstances in which it could happen, and even if it fails 49 out of 50 times...
All you need is one, really.
How many do you need? I mean, everybody...
I can't believe the final villain is these no-name schlubs.
And everybody's a candidate. No! This is like the roots of corruption. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to find all of them. It's worse when there's not some big name attached to it.
Right, like... We plucked the rose, but the roots are still in the ground.
Yeah.
Like the visible, aesthetically pleasing thing that you see.
Of course,
that was a weird analogy, sorry.
Yeah, that analogy implies that underneath the ground, the roots of the rose bush spread out and begin corrupting the land. So, you know, you're trying to go to sleep and, like, rose bush roots are just, like burrowing up through the ground. And then they, like, grab your babies and they drag them underneath.
A powerful country, huh? I see.
I think I remember a horror movie like that.
But even if we do pick up where he left off, would his other associates keep quiet about it?
If they're interested in saving their own skin.
We should be fine in that regard. Anyone who Shido-san aided would feel that their life is at stake after watching that conference.
So it's just like I said, everybody goes on doing what they were normally doing, just without Shido.
Just as we are now.
At any rate, it seems we must first stop that case from being assembled, no matter the cost.
God, what's gonna happen to Sai?
Yeah.
How do we control public opinion?
Thankfully, support for Shido-san still exists. Masayoshi Shido was a hero who fell before achieving his goals, and we will carry his torch. That's what we'll announce to the mass media.
And light the country on fire with it.
Considering the public's panic after losing their leader, they may latch onto that immediately.
But if the general public becomes our enemy, we're done for.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That means there's no turning back.
So we do have to go into the public's palace and steal their treasure to change the public's heart.
Yes. Well, it was seeming like we were gonna have to do that anyway, since they're all hypnotized. I mean,
right, but this confirms it.
I mean, again, as somebody who has for many years had a great interest in current affairs and politics, there's certain things I'm not going to talk about.
Right.
So I kind of can't talk about any of this.
Well then, leave Nijima to my group. Can we rely on yours in regards to Shido-san?
We'll make it so that he requires a psychiatric evaluation.
This is just sickening, though, isn't it?
Everyone.
This is awful.
We're in the same boat. You had best not forget that.
Do they really exist? Only 20%? That's pretty impressive for somebody with mysterious supernatural powers, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're going back to school today. How does it feel?
Like we might be able to get that trophy after all.
I'm happy to be back. Oh, well, I find it surprising to hear that you missed school. God knows I don't. Well, this is no time to be chatting. You can't be late on the first day back. Now, let's go to school.
I don't remember how to go to school. It's been so long.
I've missed school, too. I missed my great sleeping spot.
Time's up.
Okay, that's all for today. This will be my last class for the year.
Wow, it's so nostalgic.
The year's already ending, huh? So much has happened that it's like, where did all the time go?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy the last 8 months.
Oh, but it's not over for you yet. You still have finals for 3 days, from tomorrow to the 22nd.
No! That's when I was gonna read the library books!
I'm sure you already knew that though, right? There's no way you hadn't started studying yet, right?
Teach, you have been passing me the notes, right? I haven't been in class to get the questions.
They're coming, whether you like it or not. Well, good luck.
Yeah, I don't remember really any of the questions that came up. And they were so long ago. Oh well. This is the first thing we get after coming to school for the first time in a while. Have you been studying?
Knowledge is maxed.
Yeah, we still gotta get the questions right. I do think it's funny how it's like, look, you're back to school, and you're like, oh, great.
Speaking of back to school, it's time to text in class. Shido spilled the beans at that conference, right?
You've been texting in class the whole time just without me, right?
Why isn't it making any news?
Is it because he's a politician?
I have no doubt that political connections were involved, but that theoretically shouldn't have an impact on the news. What about all the people who saw him on TV? They had to see that. Everyone should have heard him say all that heavy stuff, right? Right. What happened can't be kept secret. It'll be apparent soon.
Makoto's sister's working on a case too. I'm sure we'll see the results of that if we just wait patiently.
Let's assume so. More importantly, we have exams coming up. Ryuji?
I think they may have come at a good time. We've really gone through a lot lately. Everyone must be tired. Nothing like exams to relax us.
It certainly was a good deal of trouble. Exams are more tiring than any shit we've been doing. Good luck, you guys. I don't have to do them.
Sorry about that.
Sorry that I failed to mention your exams. I was busy dealing with some of Shido's cronies.
Yeah, that's a fine excuse. That's actually pretty plausible.
Well, you are students, so it's only fitting you're doing a study group. You're gonna bring us some snacks now and then, right?
Besides, we all have to cram. There's been other things going on.
You don't even have exams.
Excuse me.
Pardon the intrusion. Oh, glad to see you all. Don't mind me. Make yourselves at home.
You have my thanks.
You're too kind. We'll take you up on that offer. Why did you bring me here? My school's exams are already over, and I believe I've said before my grades are excellent. I haven't had any problems.
Come on, don't be so cold. You saying it's fine if I fail?
I don't know your school's material.
Nothing wrong with that.
Won't the result be the same whether you study or not? Remember when we were all crying because we thought you were dead? We don't care now! No, you guys, just think of it as helping me out.
I don't know about this.
Hey.
I'm just going to focus on sections that may likely be on the test. We're way too short on time. Making a gamble, huh?
Hey, we're the Phantom Thieves, that's what we do!
If she's wrong, we die.
I don't want to die. Huh? Is it really that bad? Don't you people actually pay attention to your coursework? Don't you enjoy learning new things? I thought you liked going to school. This is every day for those two.
I like texting in class. This affects you too, Jiro-kun.
I'm paying attention!
Well, with your grades, I'm not too worried. But you've missed a lot of classes, so it couldn't hurt to study.
That's the only part that's hard. Oh yeah, Jiro's good at studying. I feel kind of betrayed. Betrayed might be a bit much. Don't worry, Lady An. Even if you're not great at studying, I'll help you.
Been a while since we've heard Lady An.
Yeah!
On over on.
It really has been.
Now then, let's get to it. What do you want me to teach you?
Well, you know me. We're picking history, darn it!
Oh. Well, to be fine, neither of those subjects I excel in.
The last thing we're gonna put in a video is a study session near the end of this game. Come on, guys. We'll pick back up when something interesting happens.
Morning.
Wow, this is nostalgic.
It's exams.
Are you gonna try and tell me to go to the palace?
We're the heroes who saved this country, right? Can't we be exempt from exams? And is it just me, or do we not have as big a sense of accomplishment as I thought?
Well, you know, it's the way that the that the dopamine system in a human's brain works. It actually activates when you're on your way to pursuing a goal.
You're a dopamine.
When you're... I'm sorry. Your response sucked.
That's it. People are so doubtful even after the press conference. He hasn't been arrested, so I guess that's expected. We just gotta leave it to Makoto's sister now. Man, I wish exams will magically disappear by the time we get to school.
I like how Gino nodded. Like, yes, I as well believe this.
All right, let's begin.
Congratulations on getting through exams, everyone. Congrats, Ryuji.
It's finally over. I'm worried about the end result, though. You all did your best. I'm sure you'll be fine.
You should have studied all your subjects, though, instead of trying to guess what's on the exam. There's no way I can do that! I've got valuable video game playing time to get in.
Oh, the cry of desperation.
Exams aside, I heard back from my sister. There's been some progress. She'll be interrogating Shido soon. She also apologizes for the wait and promises she will manage to build the case against him.
Yes!
I can't wait to see what kind of news it doesn't make.
Why don't we take the opportunity and go out on the town tomorrow? Let's meet in Shibuya at noon and forget about our exams.
Yeah, screw exams!
Well,
I'm gonna make like a tree and get out of here for now. See ya!
This is nostalgic and all, but I want to move on! I'm tired of this calm before the storm! Text Sona. Something's not right. The Phantom Aficionado website isn't busy at all. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, who would say that? Yeah, this doesn't make sense, and this weird atmosphere we're getting from the game is weird too. Which, I mean, that's the whole point, it's trying to communicate this. I mean, Masayoshi Shido got taken down. People should be posting comments left and right about this. The silence makes no sense at all. Is it because it hasn't made the news? It's so obvious the Phantom Thieves are responsible, though.
That's really weird.
And then this is going down.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Billy. Maybe the ghost of the SIU director is in Mementos, brainwashing everyone. The news is talking about how Shido won by a landslide.
Health of their leader, Masayoshi Shido. As such, the special diet session was postponed, along with Shido's inauguration as Prime Minister.
Postponed?
Uh-huh.
I wonder... I guess they're just imprisoning him now. I bet he's probably going crazy trying to get out so he can confess to everything.
They should be firing him.
And wait, poor health?
As long as he can't get out from... I mean, are we gonna have to rescue him?
Isn't that gonna be so weird?
Are we gonna have to rescue Shido? What the heck? I mean... If he can't get out, he can't resign. I mean, he can't be inaugurated either.
Right.
This is completely different from what my sister told us.
I heard he barely slept during the election campaign. I don't blame him.
Warrant some sympathy for him.
This can go on for a while, but it can't go on forever.
It just needs to go on long enough for the Cabal to think of some solution.
He's not going to step down now, is he? Will this country be fine without Shido?
How can people still believe in him?
What the heck? The Phantom Thieves are being treated like, well, like they never existed.
Oh man, the power of a free and open internet. Now this is gross.
Goodness. No link among the change of heart incidents. Only coincidental psychiatric disorders.
They're just trying to wipe them out.
Only use those rumors to their advantage.
This is preposterous. Who would believe such things?
But the person saying
fickle
this is a famous
masses.
researcher. And even the Ministry is saying that's how they determined the situation too.
When's Shido gonna make a comeback?
Mind you, that is the sort of thing that would be said no matter what the issue is.
Right.
Honestly, I don't think anyone else but Shido can handle times like these.
What's going on? No matter how you look at it, this isn't normal.
It's true, though.
It's as if the people in reality have become distorted.
But you know, we've only been commenting on this for a long time, and we came to this conclusion long ago. So
worries me.
That doesn't make it less awesome.
Right.
We just don't have anything to say about it
because we've already said it.
The only thing we can do right now is wait and see what happens.
We can go to Mementos.
Yeah, we gotta fight the Reaper again.
What do you mean I can't question him at this point?
Mr. Shido is in an extremely unstable state. I can't allow you to get in contact with him.
Because we've drugged him.
He may officially have to undergo a psychiatric evaluation at this rate.
And they're just pretending that his press conference didn't exist?
We are at the cusp of making a case. Do you know how much trouble we've gone through to get this far?
This is not a supernatural change of heart. It's like actually attempting to wipe out what really happened.
Right.
I'm just doing my job as a doctor.
I don't know. I don't want to go into something like that, but you know, stuff like this, sort of a collective, like society collectively forgetting things. This stuff has happened throughout the world.
I know.
Even if Shido was behind it, do you plan on convicting a central figure behind such a historical change?
Oi!
What? Don't be ridiculous. This is a country governed by law. You still want to protect him even though you know what happened to the man previously at your post.
So, you plan on taking the head of the nation to court? You need to take a break, Nijima. I'm taking you off this case, especially since it's rumored you have ties to the Phantom Thieves.
I thought they didn't exist. Besides, her being taken off cases hasn't stopped her before.
What?
If I recall correctly, you still aren't married.
Oh.
You'll be
really?
on leave for a long time. Why not look for a husband while you're at it?
As
in, look for my foot because it'll be up your butt.
Yeah, as in your career is now over and don't forget it. If you know what's good for you, it'll stay that way.
The assembly of Shido's case is in danger?
We know he doesn't need a psychiatric evaluation.
Ask him, he'll tell you.
His lackeys must have pressured the others around him.
You know, I said earlier, are we going to have to rescue Shido, but how would we do that?
Yeah, it's not like going into the metaverse can help him in any way.
Yeah.
It means there's far more people who'd be in trouble if the truth came out than we imagined.
I mean, I guess we could just start nailing his accomplices one by one.
But that would take forever.
Yeah.
Other than that, we can do Akechi tactics, and that still wouldn't be easy. And then we'd have to, deal with the fact that we're murdering all these people, which is obviously the wrong thing to do.
Oh, that's correct.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Sis said that the assembly for a case may be possible if the general public wants Shido accountable.
All they can do is change the public's heart.
Also, Akechi is gone and nobody said a thing about it.
But even that chance has been destroyed with the manipulation of the mass media. They made it clear that the argument itself was a cult, even claiming that it never happened.
And as you all know, the occult is bullcrap!
Well said.
As a result, the Phantom Thieves are still labeled as criminals, even after all that's happened.
It's a storm of criticisms online, too. People are saying to catch the remnants and execute them.
Goodness, come on! How are we gonna have to sit around for another week listening to all this garbage? Why don't we just do something? There's so much that we have not shown you in what's going on, but it's just scenes like this and the finals. And us doofing about doing whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's just like this really slow burn, and I think that that's a really intentional choice to make it like awkward and difficult. to play.
Right.
But it is starting to get to me like bad, which I think is the point. But
This is crazy.
Where is the monkey,
At any
and
rate,
how do we get to him?
Let's wait for my sister. She should be arriving here soon.
Everyone's being tricked so easily. Why the hell did we risk our lives then?
If Shido isn't judged by the law, everything we've done will be treated as if it never happened.
Moving the entire country however they wish by controlling people's cognition? This is no different than being inside a palace.
have you guys got it yet?
Connecting the dots in 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry. I gathered the best of the best and fought for a case. But as Makoto must have told you, it was denied. At this rate, it won't end with just Shido's innocence. This trend will continue spiraling down. There's even the possibility that crimes using the metaverse will advance onto a national scale.
Oh, good God!
But that's not what I'm here to tell you. We're in danger because we know the truth. It's only a matter of time before we're apprehended. It wouldn't be odd if they were to charge in now.
Everyone stops, looks at the
Makes
door.
no effing sense.
This type of corruption, ugh.
This is corruption of the highest degree.
Yeah.
Because now it's like psychological metaverse-y corruption, too.
On top of the usual garbage. And of course, it's supposed to make us frustrated and angry. After all, what have we been fighting for?
Yeah!
Sis!
There's nothing more I can do with my resources. That's why I want to ask for your help.
Oh, is she giving us a Mementos request?
I wondered if there was any way you could do something one last time. I know that I'm in no position to ask this of you.
Oh, drop that crap. I think you ought to be one of us.
Right?
That doesn't matter to us.
Come to the metaverse with us and earn your persona.
You'll do it. That won't be a problem.
So what are we gonna do? Should we change the hearts of all Shido's followers?
That just would take too long, and how would we be able to find them all, and how would we be able to get all the information about the palaces? Even if
Well, they might not be palace level. We might just have to find them in Mementos.
I understand this.
Even if Futaba were to research all of them, it'd take time.
There's too little information.
We can only target individuals. Are we no match against the national power?
Probably, kind of, yeah.
Mementos.
Yep.
If we use Mementos, we might be able to do something.
Now the question is we have been saying this whole time, but what exactly does that mean? Is there really, like, I think there's a ruler in Mementos.
Yeah, there would have to be.
But can we really just, like, is there a treasure? Is that how we would change the public's heart, by stealing the treasure? What the hell is the treasure gonna be? I mean, I guess it could be Shido or the country. There was a time when it maybe could have been us, but that was really just driven by the bots.
It would have to have been, there has to be a treasure, or it wouldn't be a palace. As far as what it is, it would have to be the source of their distortion.
You know, I suppose you're right that that there would have to be a treasure, or it wouldn't be a palace.
We've been taking beating up the shadows and taking their individual treasures, sure. But we need to get to the root of Mementos, because it is the public's palace.
It's the source of all the palaces, too,
Yes.
so it would operate under different circumstances. I mean, yeah, that's right.
There's something we can do there?
Anyway, all I was getting at by mentioning that is we've been talking about it for so long, but the fact of the matter is we don't know what it's going to entail.
Right.
Like I told you before, Mementos is the palace of the general public. It's the source of all distortions, and is maintained by the people's collective unconsciousness.
Wait, do you mean that there's a treasure even in Mementos? And if we go after that...
The collapse of Mementos should affect the public as a whole. The state of society would change too.
I suppose it would make it a normal society with all the attendant ills of a normal society. You know, it wouldn't be perfect. Everything would be just as good or as bad as it always has been. but this ridiculous nonsense that we've noticed from the very beginning of this game, how it's almost cartoonishly bad.
And if we crush Mementos, then no one would be able to use the metaverse to manipulate people.
Well, that's not true.
If palaces weren't around anymore, that's how they use it.
Well, what about Persona 4? What about the previous games? But in any case, the palace incidents, the reason this is really,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the reason this has really come up is that a particularly powerful individual has known about this stuff and tried to work with it, but it'd just be brushed aside as the occultist bullcrap later.
If everyone's hearts grow to hold Shido responsible for his actions, things might start going our way.
That's a bold plan, but an interesting one.
Sounds good to me.
But if we're gonna do this, there's one thing you all need to realize. To begin with, why does something like the human cognition exist as another substantial world?
Well, no, that's a good question. But I mean, Persona 3, 4, 5, it's kind of been around for a while, like this.
The reason for that is most likely sleeping within Mementos. We'll be destroying that, you know.
Well, I guess you're right, but what about...
Look, the linking of the games may be done by mentioning other characters, but the rules are different for each case.
I mean, we've pointed that out like a long time ago, but I also remember that quite a lot of our viewers have been like, no, it all works. And like there used to be discussions in the comments about this.
We might not know until we get to Mementos.
Well,
it's
no,
probably information we don't have.
That's fundamentally that's what it is.
I don't see where you're going with this.
The human cognition will lose substance, so you can't sneak into people's palaces anymore. So if other criminals appear, you won't be able to steal their treasure and change their hearts.
But they won't have distorted desires anymore either.
It means the Phantom Thieves will be going out of business.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
You'll have to discard this way of life.
Well, I mean, I say it like that. It's not so simple.
Right.
It's what's brought them all together. They've done so much good. They've made so many memories, so many friends.
I think we need to do this. I mean, we're the group who's reforming society, right?
You gotta make the final step, actually reforming society. And you have the opportunity to do that.
As our leader, you'll lose your powers if Mementos is erased. Will you still do it?
Of course, if you were to somehow get back into the metaverse and bop on over to Juness and leap through a television or something like that, then, I mean, he'd still have his persona, right?
I guess.
For our justice! Yes!
Yeah, that's right. You guys have all grown, huh? All right. It seems there are no objections.
Did you come up with a plan?
You were here listening to us.
Whether it succeeds or not is another story, though.
Yeah, I mean, why you were right here?
Miss Prosecutor, looks like this is gonna be our last job.
Last job?
Get Shido for us.
Yeah. You just focus on that.
Once we accomplish our duty, we entrust the world to respectful adults.
I really don't like it in Japanese media when people start talking like this. Oh, now that I'm 32, it's time to entrust the world to the next generation. The next generation of people that are going to rule the world. They're all 7 right now, but we can trust them to do it because, as we all know, teenagers know everything. They're completely trustworthy and would never do anything stupid. But so anytime people start talking like this, it's like, I don't mind stories about kids, not one bit. But come on!
That is our condition for accepting this job.
This is a deal, then. That's certainly a heavy condition.
I guess the suspension, my suspension of disbelief is permanently stopped by this pass junk on to the next generation and respectful adults.
Right.
We'll leave the world to the respectful adults. Like,
very well.
Okay, I'll shut up! I'll shut up!
I swear to make Masayoshi Shido stand and be tried in the court of law. Besides, my pride won't allow me to be continually saved by you all without doing anything in return.
Well said, Sai. It's a shame you couldn't have had more of a role.
We'll be counting
with
on
us, I mean.
Right.
Looks like it's decided then.
Let's drag Sojiro along too. Everyone gets a persona.
You're the leader, and this is officially our last mission. Come on, say something.
Oria! Was that it?
That sounds good, yeah. I don't see it on the options though.
Yeah, okay. I am gonna miss this. Memories forever, etc., etc.
Well, just because it brought them together doesn't mean you still need it to stay together.
That's true. It's gonna be something that we will miss, so let's fix this country!
We already said that before, though.
Well,
shut up.
That's fine. We're doing it for real this time, after all. We don't have much time, right? We should carry this out tomorrow.
But I mean, saying stuff like, I'm gonna miss this, that's not like a motivational and inspirational thing to say.
Right.
As our call to arms.
I'm counting on you guys.
You can say it, but not as the call to arms.
No matter what happens, you better see it through.
I like Doria. I like that as an option. Battle cry.
What about, what's this? No matter what happens, you better see it through.
I think he suspects something's going to happen when he gets to the center, yeah.
He doesn't think he's gonna make it.
Well then.
Well, tomorrow's the big battle, and I'm Morgana, so I'm telling you to go to bed.
You know, most cats wake up their owners, like at 2 in the morning. Maybe to get asked for some food or to be let outside. Morgana's the opposite of a cat. He's doing it all wrong.
Days until rearrest, few. Steal the public's heart.